So here we will be discussing complete information about inode. Okay. So can anyone say what is meant by inode or what is meant by inode number? I think I have discussed, I have given some brief about inode. So can anyone say what is meant by inode or what is the use of this inode number, or can anyone say why? What is the use of this inode? So why we are using this inode? The kernel will create this inode number. Yes, for unique identification of files. So here also, see how this inode number will be created, how it will be maintained. Here, inode is nothing but an entry in an inode table containing an information about a regular file and directory. Whatever we are creating, it may be any regular file or it may be any directory. A particular number will be created. That number we are saying as inode number. All this inode number will be maintained in the inode table. That is what here it is maintaining like a data structure. That is, here we are maintaining this as a data structure. Data structure means here I am organizing my files and folders in some format. Right, here I am arranging my files and format. How I am arranging? Here I am arranging my data in tabular form. Okay, what is my table name? Here my table name is inode table. What is the information that is present in the inode table? It contains information about all your regular files and directory. So all your information, suppose I am creating one file called sample. Immediately a sample for that particular file, a sample is created. Along with that, internally kernel will create one inode number, and this inode number is maintained in a table called inode table. Is it okay now? So inode table is nothing but one of the data structure which is used to hold all the information about your regular files and directory. Because why? Because no, suppose here I am giving one file called sample.txt. Immediately the kernel will access. The kernel will access, the kernel will access that inode table, because in that inode table only all the files and directories inode number is maintained. So the kernel will maintain one table. That table is nothing but your inode table. So it is nothing like a data structure. Okay, it is arranging all the files or all the files and folders. See, inode is an entry in an inode table containing information. That is information nothing but metadata about your regular file and directory. And inode is a data structure on traditional Unix file system, which is extension 3 or extension 4. An inode is a data structure containing a metadata about files. That is nothing but, see how you will be having information, right? So if you are having like serial number, name, place, date of birth, gender, phone number, which place, something you will be having, no, you will be having on table. The same case here, this particular table is nothing but your inode table. This inode table is maintained by your kernel. Suppose here I am creating one file that this is your file name, this is your inode number. That is inode number will be 48756 something. Here the file name sample.txt. Here as I am a user, I am giving sample.txt. Immediately it will access this inode number and display this file. So kernel is maintaining internally this inode table. All your information will be updated, everything in the inode table. So only they are given the word called metadata. That is, metadata means data about data. Here already file is one of the data. In file what you are having, in file you will be having some information, some data. Here the data is about data. Here data is about that particular file. So only they are saying the word metadata means data about data. That is information about that files. So inode number is nothing but, that is inode table is nothing but is one of the data structure which is internally maintained by the kernel. Okay, so what are the fields that is available here? See, the following contents. See, the following contents are stored in the inode from a file. Okay, you are having user ID of that file. You will be having group ID of the file. You will be having device ID, file size, date of creation, permission, who is the owner of the file, file protection flag, link counter to determine number of hard links. Note inode does not contain file name. Okay, because the file name, as we user, we are accessing the file by using file name. Kernel will access the file by using inode number. So only here I have given specifically inode does not contain the file name. So what are the parameters available in that inode table? These are the 10 parameters that is available. So it consists of user ID, group ID, device ID, size of the file, date of creation, permission, owner of the file, whether the protection is available or not. File protection flag 1 and 0. 1 is enabled, that is protection is enabled, 0 is disabled. By default it will be enable mode only. By default we are giving protection. Next one, link counter to determine number of hard links. Suppose I think you people remember, suppose here I am giving command ls minus li, you will be getting inode number, some link, no, 2 3 4 5 6 or 1, some link you will be getting. So how many number of hard links that has been created here? It may be 1 or it may be 2, it may be 3. So it indicates, that last parameter indicates link counter to determine number of hard links. I will move to next slide. I will show that inode table. Okay. Yes, two links we will discuss upcoming class. See here, these links will be a separate topic. We will be discussing in coming classes. Just as of now, is a link counter to determine number of hard links. So it will be showing us 1 or 2 or 3. So I know number is uniquely existing number for all the files in Linux and all Unix type systems. So number is uniquely existing number for all the files in Linux and Unix type systems. When a file is created on a system, a file name and inode number is assigned to it. Okay. Generally, to access a file, a user uses the file name, but internally file name is first mapped with the irrespective inode number that is stored in the table. This is what I discussed. See what they are given is, suppose here I am creating a one file, that is vi. I am creating file by using some of the editor, vi space I am giving sample.txt. See here, when a file is created on a system, a file name and inode number is assigned to it. Who is assigning the file name? Here I am the user, I am assigning the file name sample.txt. So immediately inode number is assigned to is. Who is assigning the inode number? Kernel is assigning the inode number. See the third point. Generally, to access a file, to access any file, the user uses the file name. Yes, I'm using the file name vi sample.txt. If I'm giving vi sample.txt, immediately what the kernel will do internally means it will map the name of the file with the respective inode number. So after mapping, it will display the content of the file. So here I am giving vi space sample. That's all I am giving. Immediately here, as a user, I am using the file name. Here user uses the file name, but internally the kernel first mapping the name of the file with the respective inode number, and then showing the content. Okay, because here I have given vi space file name, so it will display the content of the file. Here in this point, in generally to access a file, a user uses the file name, but internally file name is first mapped with the respective inode number stored in the table. Is it okay now? Is nothing but the unique number. So what are the commands to access inode number? Wait, I will open my terminal. ls minus I. So I means indicates inode number. I am in home page. Okay, so in home page, what are the directories are there? Desktop, music, art, templates, document, downloads, public, pictures. For all the folders, inode number has been created here. Is it okay now? Here again I'm long listing it. I'm long listing it ls minus li. Here See, I have long listed it. That is where here I have long listed by using ls minus li. So ls minus li means recently accessed directory will be at the top. So recently accessed directory is nothing but my desktop. So it is at the top position. So remaining thing here it has been given in the detail mode with the same inode number. See, 921, 925, 922, 926. Some inode numbers has been created here. Is it okay now? Suppose if I'm moving to cd. See now what I have given. So we can find the inode number for any page. That is any directory. We can find the inode number for home page, that is root directory or particular folder. So here in this case, we have found the inode number for home, that is home directory. Here I have been switched to my folder. That is my folder DS600. That is inside the desktop. In that DS600 folder, I am listing out my inode number for what are the files I'm having. Is it okay now? See, I'm having sample1.txt, sample2.txt. Here, these green color symbols, these sample.txt and these test.txt as temporary files. These are some temporary files, but these are the actual files. Okay, now we will see. These are the inode number that has been created here. Suppose if I want to long list it, I'm giving ls minus li. Is it okay now? Is it okay now? df. Okay. df minus a. df is nothing but disk free system. Okay, df command. Df is nothing but your disk free system. So now I am giving df. Df is one of the command. So df means disk free system. Suppose I am giving this df option along with df command. It will show you what it will be showing, how many spaces available, how many space we are used, what is the file of the size available. So that is what the command df. Okay, here why I have given this df command. No, this df command we will be discussing in the upcoming classes, but we want to discuss this df with I option, that is I know number option. So only I have given this command. Nothing but df is disk free system. See where I am there. No, here I am in my folder. Here I am in ds600 folder. So it is showing how many file system is there, how many blocks are there, how many is used, how many spaces available, what is the percentage what we have used, and where it is mounted on. Here, no, in this case, all your files, all your temporary files, device files, it will give entire, that is entire files it will be given. Not only ordinary files, it will be showing the information about your special files, ordinary files. See, these will be your special files, right? See where it is temporary files, device drivers where it has been located, loop 1, loop 2, loop 4. These all will be your device files. And what is the use, how many blocks, what is the file size, how much we are used, and how much space it is available, that is available in percentage mode, and where it is mounted on. Is it okay now? Suppose if I'm giving the same page, now I have moved to home page. Okay, now I have moved to home page. In that home page I am giving this df file. Okay, so this disk free means it will be giving the information about this entire file disk, entire system, how many space it is available in this particular machine, in that how many I have used, how many spaces left over. Suppose here I am giving like this, ds minus I, sorry, df minus I, sorry, df not ds. So it will give along with that inode number. So how many that is, these are some special files and ordinary files. Okay, for that special files, what is the inode number, and what how many space it is used, how many space it is free, what is the percentage it is used, and where this particular file is located on. That is where it is located. In file system, we have learned some important directories like device directory, mount directory, process, lib, sbin, temporary files, library files. In that exactly these files where it is located. That is what they are given where it is mounted on. It is okay na? So this inode number, that is df, is nothing but one of the command. I'm using that command along with the option called inode option. Okay, see why here I have shared this df minus I command means, as of now we have discussed this inode number is created for files and folder. It is created for all the special files also. Not only for ordinary files, not only for ordinary directories what we are using. What see these files, that is udev, tmpfs, tm, sorry, TM device SDA file, temporary file system. These are all some special files. What are the inbuilt files, or what are this? It may be your special files, or it may be ordinary files. It may be special directories, or it may be ordinary directories. Whatever it may be, everything will be having your inode number. So only I have given two options. I have discussed ls minus I, and I have discussed df minus I. I think now it is clear. No, I know number is unique for all. It may be your special files, it may be your ordinary files. I think it's clear now. So only I have showed these two examples. DF minus I example. Now suppose if I'm giving LS minus I. Is it okay now? Suppose next case is there. Suppose if I want to uh, see, now I am in home page. Now I want to move to desktop. So I am moving to desktop. So LS is there, DS600. So moving to DS600. Ah, LS. See, in DS600, these are the files I'm having: sample1, sample2, some sample.txt, test.txt. Now, what I'm trying to do, I want to get some information about some particular file. See, you will be giving no statistical information about some particular district, Chengalpattu district, about some particular district. You are getting some statistical information. Same case here also we can get some statistical information, or some we can get some detailed description about any particular file. So now I am in my folder. So I want my detailed description about any file that I'm having. So what is the command means? Stat command. I want that detailed information. Suppose if I'm giving that file name, stat command, the syntax is stat, that particular file name. Okay, you can use some options. If you want, we can use some options also. Sorry, spelling mistake, stat. So what I'm trying to do stat. Suppose here I'm having one file called sample1.txt. So I'm giving sample1.txt. Hmm. See, what is the mistake previous I have done means I have given in caps letter. Actually, it is small letter. So only it is showing. See here I have given in capital letter. Actually, stat small s. So only shown the error. See, what, see here I have given detailed information we are getting about this file called sample1.txt. File name sample1.txt, size is 0, blocks is 0, IO block, regular empty file, device 805, inode number, how many links, that is hard link 1, access, who is having access, that is C, read access, write access, read access, write access, read access, right? User ID is nothing but my nilate. Okay, GID, graphical user ID, nilate. How many access? See, now I'm accessing, right? This is accessing time, modifying time, change time. Is it okay now? So this gives the stat no. Again I'm saying yes is small letter ma, by mistakenly here I have given caps 1. Okay. Stat that file name. Suppose I am giving this ls. Suppose if I am giving this is for this file I'm checking stat sample dot txt. Why I am checking I will show you now. See, is it okay? Same case. Here the file size is 36. How many blocks I am having? I am having the blocks as 8 blocks. Okay. IO block 4096 is a regular file. Device where it is mounted on 805. Inode number links 1. See, access time. When I have access this particular file. Today only 10:52 a.m. When I have modified, and that is what. Is it okay now? Now I have checked in my folder. My folder means I have checked in my DS. Now we will check in one example for home page and one example for root directory. We will check whether it is working or not. Okay, so I am moving to home page. Okay, so I'm moving to home page. I'm just listing out. So in home page, everything is folder. It is showing 8 folder is there. So I'm checking start. I'm giving desktop. We will check whether it work or not. So I'm giving desktop. See, so it is giving entire information. Is it okay now? It is giving the size where it is shown everything. Read access, access rights, user ID. Is it okay now? Okay. Now suppose I am giving for root page. I am moving to root directory. Here I have checked for my folder. Here I have checked for home page. Here I am going to check for root folder. All three cases now I am discussing. See, now I have moved to root directory. See this symbol. Okay. So I am giving ls. Okay. Now what I am trying to do, I am trying to get the information about, I'm trying to find the information about stat. Shall we find the information about DEV for sample? So I'm giving this DEV. Is it okay now? Device drivers file. What is the file size? When it has been last, okay. Suppose if I'm giving for swap file. Here I am checking for the swap file system. See stat swap file is showing the file. See the access rights. See the access rights for swap file system. Swap file system is default file system that Linux is using, right? So only the access rights they have permission to giving permission to user only. So only it is showing us read write. See remaining for all it is showing us null. Is it okay now? See, commands to access inode number. So ls minus I. See, ls minus I. This command is used to print the inode number for each file. Is it okay now? Next command df minus I. Df minus is nothing but this displays the inode number of the particular file system. How many disk space free is there? Statistical data is stat command. This is used to display the file statistic that also display the inode number of a file. Is it okay?